Hello students, in my last video I had told you about the chapter work, power and energy, in which I discussed up to power, the units of power, etc. I had discussed. I had left one thing, the relation between power and in terms of expression of power in terms of force. Suppose a constant force F is applied on a body so that it moves with it moves the body by a distance s. It is in the direction of force. Then work will be equal to F into S, and in that case power will be equal to work by time, that is equal to F into S by T. S by T is the velocity, so F into V. So power also we can express as a product of F and V. So this I had left out, and then the next part is energy. What is energy? Energy is the capacity of doing work. Energy is the capacity of doing work, and energy is measured in terms of work done. It is also a scalar quantity. So it is a scalar quantity. And what will be its unit? SI unit joule, CGS unit arc. So this is about energy. The different forms of energy are the bigger units of energy are watt hour, and that is equal to 3600 joule, or 3.6 into 10 to the power 3 joule, or we can say 3.6 kilojoules. Similarly, kilowatt hour, 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule, that is 3.6 megajoule. And calorie, heat energy is generally measured in calorie. So 1 calorie, you know, that is equal to 4.18 joule. We take it 4.2 joule. Then another unit is electron volt. That is the energy of the atomic particle is very small. So it is measured in terms of electron volt. So 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 90 joule. So these are the units of joule. Difference between energy and power, that is given in the book. You can read it. Then when we talk about mechanical energy, so this is your second part. So the mechanical energy is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its position or state of rest or motion. So mechanical energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its state of rest or motion. The energy possessed by the body due to its state of rest, position, size and shape, actually change in shape, this is called potential energy. And the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion is called kinetic energy. So mechanical energy is available in two forms. One is potential energy or kinetic energy. Available means you can say the body possesses mechanical energy either in form of potential energy or kinetic energy or both. Different forms of potential energy. Potential energy is generally denoted by U. Different forms of potential energy are gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. you know that whenever you are at any body at certain height above the Earth's surface experiences a force of attraction due to Earth, which is called force of gravity or weight of the body. The force of attraction of Earth on it makes the body to fall down, and the energy possessed by the body at certain height from the ground is called its gravitational potential energy, and it is due to the height. There is another form of potential energy which is the elastic potential energy. It is due to the changed configuration of the body. Like a spring, if you compress it, it has the ability of doing work. When you release it, it flies off. So it is called elastic potential energy. Gravitational potential, whenever you have to measure energy, you will measure in terms of work done. Suppose you have to measure the gravitational potential energy when you are lifting a body from the surface, from the ground or earth surface to a certain height, say h. The body is having a mass m. Now while lifting the body to a certain height m, you have to do the work against the force of gravity. So what is the amount of work done? W is equal to F into S. So F is equal to mg, that I had told you in the previous video also. Force is equal to mg, that is the weight of the body, and displacement is h. So work done is mgh. So potential energy stored at height h is mgh. Here the potential energy on the Earth's surface is taken as 0. Earth's surface is taken as 0. Now if a body is suppose at height now h1, and from here you are taking it to a height, say same body you are taking it to a height, say h2. So definitely when you are taking from height h1 to height h2, the increase in potential energy will be taking place. What will be the increase at this position? Potential energy will be mgh2, and at this position as you have measured, potential energy will be mgh1. So what is the increase in potential energy? Increase in potential energy, that will be equal to mgh2 minus mgh1, that is equal to mgh2 minus h1. Now here if the body falls from a certain height, suppose it is falling from a height h1 to height h2. It is falling from a height, say this height is h1, and it is falling to a height, say h2. Then here it was possessing mgh1, and here it possesses mgh2. Which one is greater? Definitely greater the height, greater is the potential energy. So the potential energy, there will be loss in potential energy. So loss in potential energy will be equal to here mgh1 minus mgh2. Next is the kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is the energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion. Now, kinetic energy, how we will measure? We will measure the kinetic energy by the work done in stopping a moving body. Suppose a body is moving with certain velocity v. A body of mass m is moving with a certain velocity v. It possesses kinetic energy, and we want to measure the potential energy possessed by this body. So what we will do, we will apply a force F in the body, due to which what will happen in the opposite direction to motion, the body will retard, and it will come to rest ultimately. Before coming to rest, suppose the body travels a distance s. Then the force is doing some work in retarding the body or stopping the body. So what is the work done? Work done is equal to F into S. Okay, now F is equal to ma. Now if you take the equation of motion, then you have v square is equal to u square minus 2as, because the displacement is s here. What is the final velocity here? Final velocity is 0. The body is stopping. So what we will write? 0 is equal to u square minus 2as. So 2as is equal to u square, or s is equal to u square by 2a. In place of u, I am taking the velocity, initial velocity, to be v. This is the formula, and in place of u, I have taken, in my expression, you see, when the body is moving, I have taken the initial velocity to be v, final velocity is 0. So here I will replace with v, so this will be v and this will be also v. So v square by 2a, that is equal to, s is equal to v square by 2a. Now force is equal to mass into acceleration into displacement. Now if you put here, this is equal to m into a, and for s you substitute v square by 2a, which you have obtained here. So what you are getting? A cancel. So work done is equal to half m v square, and work done in stopping the body by applying the force is a measure of kinetic energy. So K is equal to half m v square. So this is the expression for kinetic energy. Now next part is the relationship between the kinetic energy and momentum. You know what is momentum? Momentum is the amount of motion contained in the body, and it is expressed as mass into velocity, product of mass and velocity. We have studied in 9th class also. Now kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. If I multiply m here, then I have to divide m. So the expression remains a half mv square. So this is equal to half m square v square by m. Now half mv whole square by m. Now what is m? V. It is momentum p square by m. So kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m. Kinetic energy is equal to p square by 2m. So this is the expression for kinetic energy in terms of momentum. If you write momentum, so p square is equal to 2mk. If you cross multiply, then you are getting p square is equal to 2mk, or p is equal to root over 2mk. Generally, students face difficulty when it is said that a light and a heavy body, both have same momentum. Which one will have greater kinetic energy? So light and heavy body both have same momentum. It is having momentum m, it is also having momentum m. Suppose I denote the light body as ml and heavy body as mh. Mass of heavy body as mh. Then the kinetic energy, the momentum of this body will be equal to root over 2 ml k l, kinetic energy of light body, and momentum of this body, heavy body, will be root over 2 mh by kh. Kh is the kinetic energy of heavy body. Now if both the momentum are same, so I will equate root over 2 ml kl is equal to root over 2 mh kh. It is said, condition is given, both have the same momentum. Then which one is having greater kinetic energy? Now if you square both sides, what will get? 2 ml kl is equal to 2 mh kh. So 2 cancel. You are getting mass of light body by mass of heavy body is equal to kinetic energy of heavy body by kinetic energy of light body. Now this ratio ml by mh will be less than 1. Why? Mass of light body is less than mass of heavy body. So the ratio in the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So the ratio will be less than 1. So if you cross multiply here, so kh will be less than kl. So kinetic energy of heavy body will be less than kinetic energy of lighter body, though both have the same momentum. Similarly, you can do the other expression where the light and heavy body both have the same kinetic energy. Light and heavy body have both kinetic energy same, K, both have same K. So mass of light body is ml, mass of heavy body is mh. Then which one will be having greater momentum? That we have to compare. So momentum of this body is PL, momentum of this body is PH. Then you know K is equal to, what will be the expression? P square PL square by 2 ml, and here K will be equal to PH square by 2 mh, mass of heavy body mh. So both the kinetic energies are same. So how what I can write? P square by 2 ml is equal to PL square by 2 ml, the PH square by 2 mh. Now PL square by PH square is equal to 2 ml by 2 mh. So here what you are getting, 2 cancelled. Now again this is the ratio between ml and mh. Again numerator is smaller than denominator, so this ratio will be less than 1. So PL square, momentum of lighter body square, is less than momentum of heavier body square, or momentum of lighter body will be less than momentum of heavier body. So in this way you can easily reason for such things. Next, the most important part is the work energy theorem. What is work energy theorem? Work energy theorem. So work energy theorem states that the work done by a force on a moving body in the same direction is equal to increase in the kinetic energy. If a body is moving in certain direction and you apply a force, then definitely its velocity will increase, and so will be its kinetic energy. So it travels some distance, say s, so its velocity, suppose it was moving with velocity u, and then its velocity becomes v, then according to the work energy theorem will be equal to energy theorem, the work done by the force in doing so, in increasing the velocity in the course of its journey, will be equal to the increase in the kinetic energy. The work done by the force on the moving body in the same direction is equal to the increase in kinetic energy. Let us find out what will be the expression. Let us find out what is the work. Work will be equal to F into S. And then again equation of motion, v square is equal to u square plus 2as, because force is in the direction of motion. So here it will be acceleration instead of retardation, as we have seen for the kinetic energy. Then v square minus u square by 2a is equal to s. Then work is equal to F into S. Now F here, if the acceleration is a, F here will be ma, and S will be equal to v square minus u square by 2a. The expression is, the method is same as we had. So work is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. What is half mv square? It is final kinetic energy. And what is half mu square? It is the initial kinetic energy, which is equal to work done. Now kinetic energy is are explained in thetas. There are three forms. One is called translational kinetic energy. These are the definition part, that if a body is moving in a straight line path, then the kinetic energy possessed is called the translational kinetic energy. Then rotational kinetic energy, if a body is moving and is having a rotational motion, the kinetic energy possessed, the spinning top, etc. are the examples. Then the vibrational kinetic energy, the energy possessed by the atoms, etc. due to its vibratory motion. Now, depending upon the state of motion, the moving body may possess either one or more than one form of kinetic energy simultaneously. For example, a rolling ball and a wheel of a running vehicle can have both translation motion because it's moved forward, and also the rotational kinetic energy simultaneously. So, conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. Now, whenever put into use, then the potential energy changes to kinetic energy. If a stone at a height is having which type of energy? The gravitational potential energy. When it is dropped on a nail fixed on a cardboard or wooden board, then it does the work, it changes, the potential energy changes into kinetic energy of the stone, and it does work on the nail. The kinetic energy of the stone changes into the kinetic energy of nail, due to which the nail moves into the wooden piece. Such examples are given, so you can read from the book and you can understand easily. Different forms of energy are also given, which you have studied in standard 9 also. Then conversion of one form of energy to other form, like mechanical energy to electrical energy, is the dynamo, the DC motor, and converts the electrical energy to mechanical energy is the motor. So, dynamo is the AC generator, sorry, mechanical energy to electrical energy is the dynamo, which is electrical generator, and electrical energy to mechanical energy, that is DC motor. Similarly, electrical energy to heat energy, electric iron, electric heater is there, and then heat energy to electrical energy is thermocouple. So, these are few examples given you, which is given clearly in your book. You can read that, and that is also important part. So, students, this is the second part of your work power of energy chapter. So, I am coming with the next part very soon.